You know, just when you think you've heard it all, something new comes up that leaves you scratching your head. So, what's the latest scandal? Well, it's all about their new Netflix documentary, Heart of Invictus, and some very suspicious activity surrounding its reviews on IMDb. Trust me, you'll want to stick around for this one. First things first, let's talk about the documentary itself. Heart of Invictus was supposed to be a big hit, especially considering it was produced by Harry and Meghan's own production company, Archerwell Productions. But guess what? It flopped. That's right, the documentary failed to make it into Netflix's top 10 streaming charts in both the US and the UK. Now, this is quite surprising given the massive media coverage and the hype that usually surrounds anything Harry and Meghan do. The documentary was part of an £80 million deal with Netflix, and it was supposed to be a big win for the Sussexes. But it seems like the public is not as enamored with the royal couple as they'd hoped. Despite the documentary featuring athletes preparing for the Invictus Games, a cause that is genuinely worth supporting, it seems like Harry and Meghan managed to make it all about themselves. Critics have pointed out that Harry's speeches and appearances in the documentary overshadow the real heroes, the athletes. Now, here's where things get really interesting. After the documentary's release, many viewers took to IMDb to leave their reviews. Initially, the reviews were a mix of positive and negative, as you'd expect for any film or series. But then something strange happened. All the reviews that rated the documentary below 8 stars mysteriously disappeared. That's right, vanished, as if they never existed. I had previously made a video where I discussed these reviews, and luckily, I had screenshots of some of them. So, when I went back to IMDb and couldn't find those reviews, I knew something was up. It's not just a technical glitch. It seems like a deliberate attempt to manipulate the public perception of the documentary. And guess what's left? Reviews that praise the documentary, calling it the best documentary of all time and giving it 10 out of 10 ratings. So, what's going on here? Is IMDb involved in this? Well, there are discussions on Reddit and other forums that suggest IMDb has a history of removing low-rated reviews for certain projects. Could it be that someone from the Sussex camp is pulling strings to make the documentary appear more successful than it is? It's hard to say for sure, but it's definitely shady business. The fact that all the low-rated reviews have disappeared is not just suspicious. It's a blatant attempt to manipulate public opinion. And let's be honest, it's not the first time Harry and Meghan have been accused of such tactics. From playing the victim card to making controversial statements, they've done it all. But this IMDb scandal takes it to a whole new level. So, there you have it, royal fans. Another day, another scandal involving Harry and Meghan. It's disappointing to see such tactics being used to manipulate public opinion, especially when it comes to something as meaningful as the Invictus Games. But as always, we'll keep our eyes peeled and continue to bring you the latest updates.